Hey, all you YouTube fans, it's Libris Blood here, and we are back for another exciting episode of Notch, the Innocent Luna, Eclipsed Sinners. So, like last time, we're starting like this. I think we're going to be doing this for the next few videos, just because it isn't fair to have some of the time taken up. Hold on. Charged enough. Sorry, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I had remembered to set the timer beforehand. But yeah, like I was saying, it's not fair to have like at least a minute and a half of me fixing the audio. If you're a first-time viewer, I don't know if I said this, I probably did, but the game has a glitch which sets the music to its highest setting every time you boot it up. There's no way to fix it. If there is, I just haven't found it yet. But it is very inconvenient, to say the least, in terms of recording. So I will figure something out. But for now, this is how we're going to be doing these. Normally, I would love to have the opening credit scenes kind of thing almost. Unfortunately, we can't do that for this series for right now. But we're going to continue here. And before we continue, I would like to make a PSA right now. If you have any issues with flashing light or graphic content or like certain color patterns, like flashing patterns of light or things like that, if you have a history of epilepsy, please stop watching this video now. This is my announcement that I am doing in front of each of these videos, because there is at points in time in this game flashing lights and things like that. So, you know, maybe it's just me, I don't know some people's tolerance level for that, but just to be safe and for your safety, you know, for your health, don't continue to watch this, because there will be times in the game where it'll just have flashing lights or just certain color patterns that aren't very pleasant to the eye sometimes, and it might irritate or cause you to have an epileptic attack. So just in case, please do not watch this series. It's not me being mean, it's me being concerned for your health. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Yes. So last time, this is where we left off. And unfortunately, I can't find a better laugh for her. Yep, that's about it. That's about as good as I could get. Sorry. Practice does not always make perfect sometimes. You are really into these plants and flowers and can't get enough of them. So before I continue, as I fix everything, sorry. So sorry for the lack of videos this weekend. Should probably have said this before we started. But that sometimes will happen. I will make sure to have each week at least 3 episodes of something, or 3 videos. That's the goal. There is a current delay right now for the podcast, because my computer and my internet, it's for some reason it won't upload the audio file correctly. So the podcast, if you listen to that, is going to be delayed this or actually it was already delayed, because we were supposed to have a video up this weekend, but it couldn't happen. So it's going to be delayed to this weekend. So hopefully we'll figure stuff out. I really hate how like the first video I do of the day is like, this is what happens. But yeah, So normally my recording schedule will be Fridays through Sunday. Like uploading, I will upload by then. Usually those days. Some days I will record on those days. Other times I'll be editing the videos and just uploading them. And that's just the regular schedule. I have that up there on my lovely gentleman's chest. But yeah, that's generally the plan for that. And then for last time, what happened is we finally ventured into the world. We found out that we are a lazy fuck and thought, let's wake up an hour before we're supposed to be meeting up with someone and debate whether or not we want to go meet up with them at their place, which would encourage us to get ready and get dressed, or if we want to be lazy and just wait for them. Obviously, we chose the better option of going and being proactive and actually meeting up with the person, which is Nanami. She's not dead because, that was all a dream. But yeah, so now we're talking with her and we're hanging out in the forest, of which we've learned that Nanami apparently has a interest in herbs and plants and the like. So we're going to continue. She has a unique way of studying flowers and plants. She just quietly looks at her favorite flowers and sometimes gently touches them. All right. Why don't you pick them? I asked many times, but she refused to do so. She's too kind-hearted to hurt them. Yeah. Oh, wait. I don't think that was her voice. Yeah. Gosh, that one's actually gonna need water. I should really warm up my voice before doing these videos. Yeah, you know me. I give in to you. Wait, what? Libris, do you want to live like this? What, huh? Choice right off the bat. Oh wow, we're kind of far in for time, but like not that far in right now. What? I give into you, and do you want to live like? How good of friends are we? This is kind of. I'm probably like blowing up the mic. I noticed that last time too. I apologize. This is kind of weird. And I say that only because yeah, I only say that because like this is not normal conversation with your friends. I mean, I assume that these two are still in like middle school or high school. I guess high school or something, or maybe college. I don't know. It's hard to tell in these games when they don't tell you your age, and they just say childhood friend. Oh, childhood friend from what? But I mean, I guess sometimes you talk to your childhood friends about like, hey, let's all like get a house. You know, it'll be great. We're all gonna hang out. We're all gonna have real jobs. It's gonna be awesome. And then the practicality of it is, I don't think it would be a good idea to live together because we might get sick of each other's like little quirks very quickly. But I don't. These are both answers I feel like our character would say. The like just like and the I I don't know. But I think this one just because of the sound effects. Uh, 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 uh. You don't want to live like this? Uh, yes, of course I do. Really? And I noticed in the last video, it's a little reassuring that the mic picks up the voices much easier than my old one did. So now it's like you guys can actually hear a little bit more of the differences between the voices, which is really hard to do. Yeah, probably. Although I don't know whether I'll be happy doing the same thing all the time. I'm fine with it. Libris, thank you. Huh? Why do you suddenly say that, Nanami? Because you've been tolerating me all along. I mean, if we're being honest, you're at least getting us out of the house. So, yeah. I don't know if it's tolerating. I mean, at some point, I feel like if I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Like, there's a certain point in which you know that somebody actually likes you in a certain kind of way. And I'm pretty sure if we've been friends since childhood, this should be pretty obvious. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes some people are really fucking subtle as shit. But I mean, I'm pretty sure like the way we speak and the way we carry ourselves, I'm pretty sure like it's pretty obvious. But who knows? You come here with me all the time, even when you're not enjoying yourself. Nanami, that's not true. Really? Something flickers across her eyes. Loss. Nanami seems a little different from other girls. She has a few friends except me. At least I've never seen her with other peers. I probably said that wrong. At least, I've never seen her with other peers. That's right. It's just like the inflection, the way I said it the first time was like, we're glad that she hasn't been seen with other peers, as opposed to like, at least in our experience or in our knowledge, we've never seen her hang out with anybody but us. Even when she's with me, she doesn't have many favorite things. Is it because of the herbs? I gotta stop. That's the subtle hint of like shrooms and pot in there. And yeah, no, I think those are the only. Well, no, there's probably other like herbs that do things, but those are the only two I could think of off the top of my head. Whenever she suggests that we go out, we always come to the forest. I mean, at least it's a consistent thing, and it's not, well, where do you want to go? Well, where do you want to go? Well, where do you... Like that. When I sometimes suggest doing things like that I like, she always keeps me company, even if she doesn't share any of my interests. Which begs the question, how are you guys good for. I guess like there are friends that don't have a lot in common or anything at all. Um, I know that for me, well, there are a few. Um, Actually, my closest friend, my best friend, like to be honest, like we actually don't have that much in common, but we both our personalities just click very well, and that's why we're friends. So we sometimes have a lot of similar interests. Like we both play video games, but like it's a very broad spectrum of things that you could do. So I can understand this kind of friendship. Maybe the only thing that attracts her is studying flowers and plants in the forest. I can't help but feel regret over my silence. I must have hurt her feelings. She must have realized that I share no common interests with her. Therefore, she feels guilty as well as lonely and at a loss. I feel like the main character's voice actually changed a little bit there. She must feel that way, so I can't hurt her. That's a little bit closer to what he was like before. I really cherish our friendship, and no matter what we do together, I feel comfortable. Although I don't know how to describe this wonderful feeling, it never bores me, so I am really happy to go out with you. Honestly. I'm telling you, I love the feeling when you are around. Oh shit. It's the confession! It's the confession, finally! Uh, I will never get bored with whatever we do. I'm telling you, I love the feeling when you are around. So, what we do doesn't matter. You don't need to care about it. Nanami, what's wrong? When I turn my head to look at her, the loss in her eyes is gone and a smile emerges. Happy now? Libris, I'm sorry I said something stupid. It's okay. But... Oh, what did I say? I forgot. Could you say it again? Definitely not. Then smile. I want you to be happy. No problem. Right? This was her voice? No problem. Oh. And we're back to the cherry blossom tree, I think. It's very confusing. It's very confusing because I don't know what the petals look like cherry blossom leaves or petals, and I didn't look it up because I forgot about it till right now, but I still don't know when those bloom. So I guess it must be summer, or when their summer starts, because summer is kind of like a relative term or a relative season depending on where you live. Nanami sits up and looks down at me, smiling. It's so cute. Excuse me, sorry. Her smile really touches me. Faced with such a beautiful smile, I blurt out my feelings.
Libris, what did you say? I didn't hear it. I don't think that's the voice that she had. Libris, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
She must have missed what I said. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made a detailed inquiry. But I'm too shy to say it again.
Nothing.
Oh.
Weird. I guess this is where her voice will be, and then we'll have other characters, I believe that. Actually, this one works a little bit better. Weird. Weird.
Weird.
You're blushing. Are you thinking something interesting?
That's like really weird grammatically for me. Huh.
Silly. No. I doubt that.
Alright, that's as good as that's gonna get, actually, to be honest. That's as good as it's gonna get, because that's as close as I can get to that high-pitched voice laughing. After finishing lunch in the forest, we take a walk. We don't plan to go back to town until night falls, so Nanami prepares our lunch before we leave. We take to having lunch in the forest. It's quite a long way from the forest to the town, so we usually go back home when night falls. Nanami is now beside me. We walk side by side in the forest. This is kind of like the music, if you guys are hearing it. Kind of reminds me. It's like... This is kind of like almost a end scene credits for an episode or something. Not that this is the end, like, to be honest, like, I don't think this is the end of the actual chapter. But, like, it sounds like that, you know, in, like, one of those romantic animes where it's just, like, this really happy music and they're going and seeing everybody a few months or weeks or years down the line together and all of that. So that's kind of what that reminds me of right now. Ordinary water. Yes, ordinary water. No. Ordinary men and women may feel awkward walking together, but we've gotten used to it.
Libris, how do you want to spend the summer... Libris, how do you want to spend summer vacation? I feel like that's a little too high. Libris, how do you want to spend summer vacation?
Me? I don't plan on doing anything special.
You didn't talk like this.
Yeah. But it's true.
Any plan in mind? You always have your vacation plan scheduled.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm surprised you have no plans for the vacation. I'm a little higher at this level. This is her voice forever. I'll have to remember this. I'm surprised you have no plans for the vacation.
No,
Nanami, it's not a surprise. To me, I'm on vacation every day now.
What?
What? So, there's no need to make plans. Libris, are you really giving up on your studies?
Yes. Sorry for that. Somebody just came down. But yeah. Yes? Oh no. We're dumb, oblivious, love struck, inappropriate, and we're dropping out of school. We are a winning combo here, folks. We are the winning combo here. All we are missing is I don't even know at this point. Like these are the worst qualities that you would. Oh, and we're not very brave. So these are the kind of qualities that you see in those characters that always die in the horror film and that always suck to the end. So we suck.
Libris, why?
It's my choice. It's pretty alright. Coming from my perspective of actually being in higher education, it is kind of worth it. It kind of sucks sometimes, but it's worth it in the long run because you'll know that you will be certified to do whatever you can do in your field of work. So, you know, it kind of helps.
No, if you give up on your studies, what's your plan for the future?
That's a little weird.
I can't get out of this town anyway. You're giving up on your hopes because of a stupid reason like that?
I mean, look at those eyes, though. It's just like daggers. Daggers right here.
Hopes? People like us who live in this small, lonely town have no hopes. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I can hear the TV from upstairs. And I think my mic will pick it up.
I mean, even if you come from a small town... Sorry, I probably have to re-say that. Even if you come from a small town, like... You should still have hopes and dreams. I mean, you're not stuck there forever. You're only stuck if you let yourself be.
Haven't the town and people here long been abandoned by the world?
I mean, where are we? Remote place? Like...
Although it had its day, now it's just a town of memories. Only we call it the town of memories. People outside will eventually forget the town. And even if they don't forget it, nobody will come here again. Because no one is willing to choose despair and death.
So does everybody know that somebody died here? Huh. You know, that's actually a good place to stop right now. Yeah, I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop for today. Not only because we're at time, but also because that's a very philosophical question that I think warrants a little bit of digesting. So, you guys have fun with that. Please, down below, put in the comments, like, if it meant more opportunities for you and a potentially better life for those that you cared about, would you choose to go somewhere where it's more difficult, or like a place where, like he's saying, despair and death, like where you're putting your life on the line, or like you're putting sometimes your happiness aside for other people, or like if you're going, I don't know, I think the way it's saying it is just that the town is very bleak and hopeless in the way it thinks about itself. So I don't know. Put down in the comments below what you think this line means, and would you actually willingly choose it? So yeah, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, please do click that like button down below. And if you want to be super extra awesome, do click that subscribe button so you can see a little bit more of this wacky kooky kind of crazy stuff that I do on this channel. And other than that, if you have any tips, tricks, comments, questions, concerns, anything and everything under the sun and moon, even though it's daytime right now, please use that comment section down below, like I mentioned before, because it is your best friend and your best way of communicating with me and the other people in this community. So, without further ado, this is Libris Blood, and I'm signing out.